everyone, thanks for joining me in this video on how to make woody worms. So it's going to be a crochet tutorial for absolute beginners. So this video follows on from making the phone strap. So if you've made the phone strap, this will be so much easier. If not, head back to my previous video and you'll be able to see how to do this stitch. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, these are just a couple of woody worms that I've been messing about with, trying to make. This is a double colour one, so that's more advanced. And then got one with a little bead on. I do have bigger beads, I just can't find them at the moment, with little faces on, and they look dead cute. So that's one that we're going to be making today. This is one, just like a little practice one, just to show you a little bit of what woody worms are going to be looking like. This one's done with a bit of a thicker wool, that's why it's a bit bigger. This is a normal yarn. Right, let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our crochet hook. Remember, this is the hand that does everything, this is the hand that holds the yarn. We're going to get our yarn in our hand, and can remember on the last video how we do it. We bring the yarn over the finger, bring this up and under so we get the X, round. This loop is going to go over the finger like so, pull down, there we go, we have our slip knot. Pull that tight, and this is our beginning. So we're going to do chain stitches. So again, in the last video, the chain stitch was what we started off with. This is your chain stitch. I'll do a quick recap. So we're going to get our hook, we're going to just guide it through this loop, twist your hook slightly, bring it in, and that's one chain stitch. Okay, we're going to do, I think, about 20. 1, 2. Also, your hook might fall off, it's fine, pop it back in and carry on going. So we're going to do about 20 of these chain stitches, and I'll meet you back in a moment. Right, so we've got our 20 chain stitch. We're just going to join these together. So we will get the end, and with our hook, the yarn will be at the back of the hook. We're just going to poke it through at the very end, get our yarn and just pull it through both loops. There you go, and that is our chain being brought together. So that's going to be our loop for the top of the woody worm. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to carry on doing this. So again, we've done this before. guide the yarn through. So you've got 3 loops, hook it through 2, hook it through 2, and there's your 3 double crochets. So our next stitch is going to go into the next chain. This is where it can get a little bit tricky because these chains can start getting tight, so you've got to guide your hook through at times. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. So yarn at the front of your hook, just hold it with your thumb, and then you're gonna pop your hook through the next loop. As you can see, my loop's not really easy to spot on this one, so just kind of guide it through with your fingers, poke it through, and then we're gonna bring the yarn through that loop. We've got 3 loops on top, yarn over, I'm gonna pull it through 2, boop, and pull it through 2 again. So there's 1 double crochet, and we're going to do 2 more. So in each of these chain stitches we're going to do 3 double crochets, okay, and that's going to give us the spiral effect. So we've done 1, so we're going to do another 2, okay, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops, hook it through 2, hook it through 2, there's our second double crochet. Going back into the same loop, hook in, oh sorry, and then we're gonna hook it through 2 and hook it through 2. So now we've got 6 double crochets all together. So once again, we're gonna go into the next loop of this chain stitch. So I'm going to go a little bit quicker this time. Hopefully you're following along. If not, rewind and have a look. And if you're really struggling, go back to the phone strap video, and I really break it down in that video, and you can see how you're holding your yarn and how to do a double crochet. So that's 2, and this is the third one. Ooh, sometimes it doesn't work, so you pull your yarn and just do it again. These are not going to look perfect. It's fine if they don't. Mine still don't look perfect at times. You're still a beginner, you're still getting the hang of it, so it's okay if it looks a bit scatty from time to time. You're just getting the hang of it. Just go with the flow. If you make a mistake, it's fine. Don't get disheartened, keep on going. Mistakes help make you better in the long run, because then you learn how to fix them. And see, these can get quite fiddly because you can't really find the loops sometimes. You've really got to force your hook through. Hook it through 2, hook it through 2, hook it through 2, then pop it back in. So we're going to keep on going all the way with this, okay? And you just pause this video now, and when you get to close to the end, near the top, near where this connects here, come back and I'll show you what to do then. So I'll see you in a moment. So now we're getting towards the end. Yours may look like this, it may look different. I'll show you how to make it all twirly once we're finished. So I've chopped mine already. I've left it about that long because we don't need loads left now. We just need to finish off these stitches, so we're doing exactly the same until we get to the base of this loop. Okay, so I've got a couple more to do. And again, it's really tight, this one for me, for some reason this time. 10. Then we're going to hook it through 2, hook it through 2, go again. Here's 2 stitch, and here's the last one. So now we're at the base. We're just gonna hook this, do a chain stitch into a loop of some sort at the base here. Doesn't matter which one you go into, you're just going into any of them, just so we can neaten this end off. Oh. Pop it through. Grab your yarn, loop it through that loop and the original loop, and then get your yarn and pull it through the final loop all the way. Pull it tight, and that's your yarn off. We're going to tie it in a knot with this end here. One, 2, just to secure it, and then we're going to get our bead. As I say, I do have nicer beads, I have larger beads with little faces on that look really cute, but I can't seem to find them, so we'll have to use this one for now just to show you what to do. I'm going to get a smaller hook, pop it through, and then we're just going to hook, this is the loop end, we're just going to hook that loop through the bead like so. Pull it all the way down to the base as far as you can, and then we're just going to tie a knot at the top to hold that bead in place. Tie a knot and push it all the way down as far as you can go, and now that bead's held into place. These loose ends, because we've already knotted them, we're just going to chop them at the very base. So now your little woody worm might look a bit scatty like this. All you want to do is just twirl it. It kind of, as you're doing it, you can kind of feel it going naturally into the twirl. So there it is, you can have it facing up or just like play about with it and get it looking how you want it to look. Twist it a bit tighter, push it up, do what you need to do, and there is your cute little woody worm for beginners. So if you have any questions, message me on Instagram at katie.lancaster.artwork, because I don't see that much of my YouTube. But if you don't have an Instagram, then message me on here and I'll do my best to get back to you. Also, try and tag me in your photos of what you're making, please. I'd love to see what you've been creating and if these little tutorials are actually helping you. So a few little tags would be amazing. I'd love to see what you're making out there. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.